Welcome to Mr. V Teaching Math. In this session, we're going to look at the second of three methods which I use in my classroom to teach how to deal with positive and negative numbers, otherwise known as integers. And that's using tiles. Now, these happen to be just little pieces of construction paper that I've cut that are 1-inch square using a paper cutter. You can go and buy fancy plastic ones that are double-sided and so on, but this is cheap and kids are going to lose them anyways, so I just use these simple ones. Each of these are used to represent positive and negative numbers. Typically, red is used to represent negative, and I remember that by thinking about the fact that seeing blood is a bad thing or a negative thing, and therefore, red is bad and negative. I often use black in my classroom to represent the positive, although I have seen blue or yellow used as well. But for our purposes, this is going to represent negatives, this is going to represent positives. Now, let me show you a couple of examples of what I mean. Let's say I wanted to demonstrate the number positive 3. Well, that's pretty simple to demonstrate. I put out 3 black tiles. That is positive 3. Let's say I wanted to demonstrate negative 4. That's also fairly simple. I put out 4 negative tiles. That in and of itself is fairly simple, but there's a little bit more complexity that can happen. What's this? This is a positive and a negative. This is actually 0. Nothing. This, however, can be used, as we're going to see later on. This is a key concept to understand. This is 0. Let's say I wanted to demonstrate these numbers again. I could do this. This is 0. So this set still represents positive 3 because these two cancel each other out. And I could go even farther. That's still positive 3. This is still positive 3 because these will cancel each other out. And that's an important concept to remember. I can also do it with the negatives. If I have my negative 4 that I start with, once again, this is still negative 4. This is still negative 4. And this is still negative 4 because these are zeros. And we're going to come back to this topic later on in different lessons.